When learning game development, one of the best pieces of advice you'll hear is to start small. Write and finish a lot of little games before tackling that massive dream project. It's great advice because each new project helps you refine your skills, learn from mistakes, and get better at actually finishing games. And hopefully while you're doing all that, you'll pick up good habits, things like maintaining a clean folder structure, following solid design principles, and leveraging tools and assets to make your games more efficient and polished. But here's the problem. Every single new game requires a ton of setup. Creating the same folder, importing assets, setting up input systems, configuring UI elements. It's tedious, repetitive, and let's be honest, it kind of sucks the fun out of starting something new. So wouldn't it be great if with just a few clicks you could spin up a new project with all that already in place? Well, that's exactly what we're going to do in this video. I'm going to show you how to install a Unity package directly from GitHub using the Unity Package Manager. I'm going to show you how you can clone my repository so you can create your own customizable one with all your preferred setup, and then instantly install that into any new project. No more wasted time on the boring stuff. Let's dive in. Okay, so here we are in the Unity editor for a brand spanking new Unity 6 project. I haven't done anything to this project. I haven't created any folders. I haven't imported any packages. We're going to do that using my GitHub repository. So if we come over here to GitHub, you can see here we are in my Unity Packages core folder. This repo has core packages that I use as sort of the building blocks for pretty much every game that I make. Now, I don't have any paid assets in here. The only dependency I'm actually including in this package is the UGUI project. And the reason I'm pulling that one in is because I'm using TextMesh Pro in my demo. But you can, in that dependencies block, you can put in whatever packages, asset store packages that you want to import when you import this package, and it will automatically pull them in as well. So all you'd have to do is clone this repository and then add whatever files, add whatever entries to that package.json that you want to pull down from the asset store, and then when you import it in Unity, it will pull it in. I do have instructions here on how to import this package. So basically you go to Package Manager, you click the plus button, choose the Add Package from Git URL option, and then enter in this URL. So let's go ahead and copy this link, and we'll jump back into Unity, go up into the Package Manager, click the little plus button, install package from Git URL. I'm going to paste in that link, and then way over here on the right, there's the install button. So this will take a few minutes to install. So I'm going to pause the recording here, and after it's done, we'll pick back up. Alrighty, it has finished importing. You can see here in packages, Midnight Oil Software LLC, we've got Midnight Oil Software Core. You can see we're on version 1.5. If I push any more updates, I will update the version number, and you'd be able to just click the update button to get the latest changes. Now there is a samples folder, and it has demo scenes that show how to use the core components in this package. If I was to import that, we'd pull them in. Before we do that though, let's go look at what it installed for us. So here under packages, you see Midnight Oil Software Core. There's an editor folder, a runtime folder. I do have an assembly definition. Now, if we expand this and go into editor, these are some custom editors that I created for my audio controls. And if you watch my music and sound effects tutorials, you would be familiar with those. But it also created this tools menu. So up here, you see Midnight Oil Software. And under core, there's create default folders. So if you come back and look at our folder structure here, this is just the default folder structure that Unity gave us when we created this project. But if we come up here and click core, create default folders, boom, we got this underscore project folder, and I use the underscore because it sorts this to the top of my hierarchy. And then it's got all the folders that I usually use in my game. And I even pre-populated the audio folder with an audio clips, well, with a sound subfolder, and then music, which has music clip groups and music mixes. Now, if you watched my music and sound effects tutorial, you know that I've got scriptable objects where you can come in here and say create, Midnight Oil Software, core. I could create a music mix, I could create a music clip group, I could create an audio event. I'm not going to go into great detail about that right now, but I just want you to see that that's how you would do that. Let's go ahead and install the demo scene. So we're going to go back to our package manager. Over here to our samples tab, we're going to click import. Okay, so go ahead and close this. Now you see we've got our demo scenes folder now, and it created an art folder. Let's go ahead and expand that down here, and we'll go in there. We can see we got some pictures, some sprites. We've got an audio folder with some audio events. And this is the audio event scriptable object, which I have populated here with some audio clips. These are basically footstep sounds, so you can sample these here. But the really cool thing is if you look at the audio event, I have a little button, a little preview button here. Every time I click it, it's playing a random clip from this collection here, and it's giving it random volume and pitch variation. So that's all part of my audio event scriptable object. Again, if you want more details, go watch my music and sound effects series. We've also got music, and we have some song files here, and then I have music mixes. And basically we do a crossfade between two different tracks whenever we change songs. And we have menu music, and if we expand this, this only has one music clip. Game over music, we got 2 clips, and game music, we've got 3 clips, and each one has their own group name. All right, so these are basically how we handle audio in our game. We crossfade between 2 different tracks. We have a sound effects group, we have a music group. These basically are children of the music group, which you can see over here. And the snapshots show you how it does a little crossfade between track A and track B. Okay, so in order to use our demos, though, we need to add our scenes. So you see we got 3 scenes here. We need to go over here to File, Build Profiles, Open Scene List, and let's drag these 3 scenes into there and hit play. And this is going to demonstrate the components that are in this package. Oh, you know what? I needed to actually pick a scene that I wanted to run here. Let's pick our menu scene. Oh, very important thing. I almost forgot. I did forget, actually, and only remembered because this should have text. Why is there no text? Well, if you look under UI, we expand this, and we go down and click title text, Unity throws up this TMP importer dialog. We need to import the TextMesh Pro Essentials and the extras and examples. So I think it may be possible to automatically install these when you import the package, the demo scene package. I actually posted about this to the Unity forums, but I have not gotten an answer yet. If any of you know, let me know in the comments. Now, if we hit play, we should come to our main menu. And it's playing menu music. And I'm going to bring up our audio mixer so you can see how it's going to do a crossfade here. If I hit space, we switch to our game screen, and you can see that it did a crossfade and it's playing different music now. We've got this footstep button here that's using our audio event. Let me turn the music down. By the way, this is demonstrating our settings manager and audio settings, and these are actually persisted. So if we leave the game and come back, these values will persist. So there's our footsteps. I got this timer here, which is going to count down. And when it gets all the way to 0, it's going to fire an event. So it's demonstrating our event bus. And it is going to play an audio. Here we go. Okay, so we've got audio events. We've got our music manager. We got our event bus. We got our timer manager. We got our settings manager. Let me go ahead and just hit space to go to the end screen. And you can barely hear that music because I turned the music volume down so low. But if I hit escape to leave the game, and let's play again. And we're going to hit space to go back to that game scene, and we're going to look at our settings, and you're going to see that they definitely did persist. Yep, our music volume's turned way down. Well, we can turn it back up. So that is our demo scene. I hope this tutorial helped you get set up with installing Unity packages directly from GitHub. If you found this useful, and I really hope you did, it would really help me out if you could hit that like button and subscribe. It's a small action for you, but it makes a huge difference in supporting the channel and helping me create more content like this. You'll find links to the GitHub repository in the video description, so be sure to check that out. And if you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. I do my best to respond. If you need more detailed help or just want to chat with other developers, feel free to join my Discord server where you can ask more detailed questions, share your projects, and just be part of a growing dev community. If you'd like to see more in-depth tutorials on how to use the components in this package or extend it for your own projects, let me know in the comments. I want to cover what's most useful to you. And finally, I'm working on a comprehensive multiplayer game template packed with boilerplate for setting up multiplayer games using Unity's Netcode for GameObjects, lobby, and relay services. So if that's something you're interested in, be sure to stick around for updates. Thanks for watching, and best of luck on your game development journey. Keep creating, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next video.